So the whole market continues to drop today. It's a little bit of a stressful day, but we're going to have to discover what on earth is going on, what's happening with the price of Luna Classic, and what is going on with the overall market, because we need to be fully up to date so we can make informed decisions. Jumping on here, that's the wrong one. Look at that. Hello. Jumping over here, we have the price. Terra Luna Classic down today, another 3%. On the 7 days, down 10%. And on the month, down 35%. But guys, the whole market is down. The market cap for Luna Classic now $570 million. And we do have an interesting article here where Google Gemini predicts Terra Classic's price for the end of May. And you're probably going to be pretty interested in what it said. Google Gemini is basically Google's version of ChatGPT, and they are suggesting that that Luna Classic will go up 45% in May, bringing it to a price of 0.000155, which is interesting. They predict this due to volatility in the cryptocurrency market because Luna's price is susceptible to significant fluctuations. The underlying fundamentals that they predict. It is essential to understand the underlying fundamentals of Terra Classic, such as technology and adoption rate, and because of investment goals and risk tolerance. Now, this sounds like a whole host of nonsense to me, and it just seems like they're trying to use the Terra Classic name in the title to get eyeballs, which is kind of fair enough. Now, I don't really think that we're going to get much movement from Terra Classic until the overall market updates or turns around. Bitcoin continues to drop today. Ethereum continues to drop today. We're probably going to lose the $3,000 mark again for Ethereum. Bitcoin will probably lose the $60,000 mark. And that's just what you have to be prepared for. With that said, what am I seeing on a technical level before we jump into the fundamentals? As you know, I like to look at both here on the channel. I reckon, maybe, this to me, this guy's saying you don't have to be a master of TA to know this doesn't look good. The way I see it, Bitcoin has 35 hours to get back above 65K. If it can't, things will start to look bleak, in my opinion. So I have two things to say to this. One, maybe he's right. Maybe this is the start of the bear market. Maybe this was the bull market high, and that is it for Bitcoin for now. Maybe we do go into a bear market here for a year or so, and everyone thinks that cryptocurrency is dead. Maybe that's going to happen, guys. So don't you come crying to me if it does happen, because you need to be prepared for that as a possibility. It simply is a possibility. That's it, guys. With that said, let's be bullish, because I don't want to be bearish. Bearish is boring. I actually think what's happening right now is there is liquidity, right? There's liquidity that sits in this region. We are being manipulated right now to push the price down. The reason why I think this, right, is because if you were a trader and you wanted to keep yourself safe, you have this level of support here at 62,000, right? A lot of traders do this. They look at this and they think, okay, well, this is my support. If we break this, I'll just put a stop loss in these regions. Here, look, you can see 59,000, probably all the way down here. So you're just below this. I'm going to put a stop loss here, and that will keep me safe in case the market switches. Some might be a little bit more risky, put one there. Some might be a little bit more risky, put some there. Some might be a little bit more risky, put some there. Some there, some there. You get the picture, right? Liquidity sits here. Do you know who can see this? Master manipulators, institutions, all of them can see the liquidity that sits here. So if you saw all of this liquidity, right, that sits right here, because the stop losses are going to get hit. The traders who've placed stop losses from trades that they got into, maybe they got into it here. Maybe they got into it here. Maybe they got into it here. But they're going to put stop losses in there, right? And who can see this? Institutions, people who want your Bitcoin. So it would make sense to me, right, that the price of Bitcoin would be suppressed here. We would see these indicators. The price is being suppressed here. We push the price into these regions, right? We give people a little hope and then they push it back down. A little bit of hope, push it back down, right? And we come down to these sorts of regions because we get all of this liquidity. All of that people can open, institutions, big players can open huge positions using the liquidity that sits there. That's what I think is going on right now, and that's what I expect to happen right here. And if we do head down to that $52,000 region, that is only a drop of 29%. 29% in a Bitcoin bull run is nothing. We saw multiple of those in the last bull run, right? Every time it happened, people told you it was over. And what happened? We made new all-time highs after a 54% pullback. All right. Now, again, I am not sure that that's what's going to play out, but that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm expecting. So on a day like today, I actually want us to lose this. I want us to finally break. We can see this is a bearish move. We come here, right? We retested the support here and we pushed very strong. We pushed very strong, 19% up. Then we did it again here, but we only pushed 17% up. This time round here was terrible. We only pushed 8% up. This shows us that the bears are in charge. This is a weak market. This support is getting weaker every time, and probably right now we'll lose it. I don't know for sure, but probably we will. Now, if we do what I say we might do here, I will be accumulating Bitcoin both on the spot market and on the leverage market. As you know, I have these positions open right now, along with a ton of other positions, but these are the ones we spoke about yesterday. My Bitcoin position still in $4,000 of profit, and this is from a tiny margin. We also have my Ethereum trade, 3,063 here. We are in $100 loss. We have $600 of margin, all right? So this might get significantly worse, but look at this. If we think about the same thing again, we have a low here, 2,800. I would assume that a lot of traders will have their stop losses sitting in and around where we sit right now, about $3,000, maybe sitting just under this one, 2,850, and then just under this one, maybe 2,750, meaning there is loads of liquidity that sits down here. So if people want to open big trades, not little baby trades like us, big boy trades, it's in their interest to push the market down, liquidate people, hit people's stop loss, force selling onto the market, push it down so they can get into big positions, right? Then the next step of the bull market comes in. That's a potential. That's what I think is happening, and I could be completely wrong. If you guys do want to trade this market, I have over $30,000 worth of deposit bonuses waiting for you. For example, on Margex, you can trade with no KYC, no personal details required, and you can even use Bitcoin as collateral. A lot of people like to use Bitcoin as collateral rather than USDT, and this is one of the only exchanges that you can do it with big amounts of money or small amounts of money. So there are big up to $10,000 of deposit bonuses for Margex and up to $30,000 on other exchanges waiting for you down there. With that said, let's look at some other interesting information in the market, okay? We've got two little indicators here, the Bitcoin rainbow chart and also the altcoin season index. Right now, the altcoin season index tells us we are very much in a Bitcoin season. That's why you hear me talking about dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, right? I'm into Bitcoin heavily because we are in a Bitcoin season. This does, however, give us the opportunity to go into altcoins, dollar cost averaging, but you need to be prepared that they will see blood, right? Just like we're seeing. We're seeing blood in the altcoin market every single day. Look at the 7 days. Solana 14%, Dogecoin 12%, Cardano 14%. There's basically only blood, right? Stacks 24%. There's a lot of blood. And that's because we're in a Bitcoin season. This will swap, but you can watch these charts. This is called the altcoin season index to see. When we're in altcoin season, that's when you can go heavy on altcoins and you can actually make the best of it. Dollar cost average into the long-term positions you believe in by all means. That's what I do. But for the random bets and everything, relax, wait until we get closer to altcoin season. We can see here the Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin rainbow chart. We have fire sales where you should be buying. We have the red where you should be selling. And you can see we are right now in still cheap and accumulate modes and buy even. Yeah, so still cheap, accumulate, buy. That's the zone we're in. When we head up to this bubble, maximum bubble territory, look at this. Look at this. That's like $600,000. We got a little bit less. Sell, right? Seriously, sell 400,000. We got 300,000 for FOMO intensifies. So this looks like, according to this chart, if we do the same thing as we did last time, we can apply that here. $250,000 to $300,000 Bitcoin is what would happen if we repeat last time. You can see it was significantly more intense the first time round, after the first halving. Then after this halving, we only really got into that red. And then this time we were really orange and dark orange. So if we take that into consideration, maybe we'll get two less than that. And we sit here at around the 130 to 180 region. You could use this as your way to sell and get out of the market. But right now tells us This is an accumulation opportunity. Me personally, I am accumulating both my leverage positions and my spot positions because I'm a bull. I'm a bull right now. I will become a bear. And if you hit the subscribe button, you'll know exactly when I do become a bear. And if you do want to stay up to date with my trades each and every day, there is a link to my Patreon down there. And you guys can see what I'm doing in this market. Now, looking at the news, we have good stuff. We have Hong Kong's Bitcoin Ethereum ETF flows to expected to be 300 million. Tomorrow is the first day. Right now, tomorrow is the first day, right? Far more than the 125 million first day issuance in the United States. So this could be big, right? We also have MicroStrategy continuing to buy because he just doesn't give one shit. He's going to continue to buy Bitcoin no matter what. MicroStrategy is actually at a loss. Q1 made a loss, but look how much money they've made from buying the bear market dip. With that said, institutional investors seem to know what they're doing, right? I want to give you an opportunity to have access to an early stage VC. But 99% of everyone can access this. This is Commonwealth, right? I've spoken to you guys about this on the channel. We actually gave away some free access to this, and I'm very interested in this project because what they're doing is they've created a platform so normal people can get involved just like a VC, a venture capital fund, right? Just like that, which I think is absolutely awesome. This is something that the space needs. They're always trying to give back to the community, and what they are is Commonwealth is an all-in-one investment platform that radically transforms the playing field. 99.99% of the planet, retail investors don't have access to seed and private sale deals. Commonwealth is opening up early-stage investments for all, providing an all-access pass for retail investors to join in the ranks of Wall Street investors. Their goal is to be an on-ramp for Web3 investment for the masses, whether crypto native or crypto curious. You can see the team is fully doxed here. They're not hiding anything, right? You can see them directly here. And if you want to learn more about them, feel free to do that. But what's happening right now is the Alpha Fund is coming very soon and the opportunity for you guys to get involved. So a moment of immense pride, they're exclusively launching Join Commonwealth on the paid network. This marks yet another significant breakthrough with a raise of $9 million. The details you need: from the 8th to the 9th of May at 11 a.m. UTC, there is the token sale that is taking place. There'll be 10% unlocked from the tokens you buy and a 1-month cliff with 6 months linear vesting. They are raising on the base chain. If you don't understand how this sort of thing works, maybe don't mess around with it, but this is an early stage investment opportunity into a project that gives you early stage investment opportunities, okay? Vesting means you do not get access to all of your tokens straight away. This is how it happens in the seed and early stage investing route. And this is giving anyone the access. So I think that's pretty cool. If you want to learn more, I'm going to leave the links down there in the description. And I think this is going to be a really good opportunity for everyone or anyone who wants to get involved in basically acting like a VC. You can see they've got a ton of media partners and influencers behind them, strategic partners, funds, just so much, right? And I think this is something that is going to really change the game for a lot of retail investors who are maybe feeling a little bit left out, that they don't have the opportunity to get into projects really early. So with that said, I will leave the link down there in the description. Stay chilled out there, guys. Like I said at the start of the video, I am extremely bullish, but there is a chance that this bull market is over. That's something we have to accept. If you have the balls to sell your crypto right now and you can handle it if we go up, then that's something you could do. Also, if you have the balls to hold your crypto right now and buy more as the price goes down, that could pay off like the biggest payoff you've ever seen in your whole life. If we see history repeat itself, which it looks like it is, but only time will tell. Hopefully I provided some value. If I did, smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Cheers to everyone who made it this far. Just comment cheers so I know you are one of them, one of the OGs. And I'll see you guys in the next video.